To Tom Grundy, he is editor-in-chief of the Hong Kong Free Press. He joins us now live from Hong Kong. Tom, so from what I understand, this extreme rain has taken everyone by surprise. Describe to us what's going on.
Well, we're seeing widespread flooding, at least 20 landslides. This began overnight, cars disappearing into sinkholes, metro stations, car parks, even shopping malls underwater, entire roads and villages cut off. Some chaos on the roads today with the transport and people being swept off their feet down roads. Some stuck in their cars overnight, others wading through knee-deep water in areas like Wan Chai. Top officials now are just meeting the press, and they've just said that this state of alert will continue till at least midnight. That's another 9 hours. It certainly is the longest black rain warning we've ever seen at 14-odd hours, and we're just receiving reports that there is one person dead who was stood near the sea. He was taken to hospital. So this is the most rainfall Hong Kong has seen for 139 years, at least, since records began, seeing about 2 foot of rain in the past 24 hours. It could be more, but that's as far as the observatory website measurement goes up. And it's going to continue into the evening, it seems, with that alert continuing till midnight.
We're just looking at the pictures. They're absolutely incredible. How are people dealing with it, coping with it so closely on the heels of that typhoon last week?
People were a bit more prepared, I think, for the typhoon last week, and the government was congratulating itself over a job well done. Now, this seems to have caught people a bit more by surprise. Chief Executive John Lee on Facebook earlier urging people to stay home, saying that he is mobilizing all resources to respond to the situation and provide assistance to the affected areas. But he did get a lot of pushback in the comment section with people saying that the government is just less prepared for this. It was days after, in fact, the government attacked so-called fake news amid claims that Shenzhen, just over the border, was going to release a lot of rainwater following that typhoon. It did actually happen at midnight with just 45 minutes notice to Hong Kong and only 60 minutes notice to the public, although government officials have just said that didn't affect the flooding situation. Nevertheless, local scientists, are warning that the climate crisis is bringing these kinds of more intense weather situations, especially to coastal cities like ours.
And of course, we've had the stock exchange closed, schools closed, offices closed. Hong Kong, obviously a big financial global hub. What sort of economic impact are we talking about here?
Yeah, this tends to cost the city millions, let alone in the damage caused, but of the economic losses when everything shuts down. Certainly all the schools are shut today, although there's no law in place to prevent employers bringing their staff in. During the typhoon, when we spoke days ago on Al-Jazzera, we were talking about how prepared Hong Kong is for severe weather, incredible infrastructure to withstand especially flooding. So the fact you can see such chaos today shows you how extreme the weather was. And experts are now saying that supercharged typhoons are going to be occurring more often earlier in the year. So the warning signs are very easy to see as Hong Kongers step out of the door this morning. And just weeks since the UN chief warned that climate breakdown has begun.
Scary stuff. Okay, thank you for that, Tom Grundy, editor-in-chief of Hong Kong Free Press.